presentation is going to consist of a discussion on cloud computing, technology, what are the services available in the cloud, what are the advantages and what are the drawbacks in it, and what is the current market scenario and trends. And we are going to discuss over syllabuses which I am going to cover under salesforce.com, where we are going to discuss what the modules are available, and finally we are going to solve audit queries, right? And the basic structure of cloud computing is we are going to relate every systems with a common data center, right? That is what a cloud architecture, or you can tell us infrastructure, right? Bosch considers this a manufacturing industry who can manufacture from small screws to big lathe machine. Got a first software in the year of 1960s only. That too, IBM is a company who introduced a software called mainframe system.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and it's a unified system we will be telling. And after 1960s only, we were developing our own softwares. Bosch was a company, it's more than 150 years old company, you can tell. When the company was started, there was no software at all. So there was no software, so they need to take a, everything is going to be a manual method. Software is nothing but automation, but since we got our automation only from the year 1960s, so before that, there are lots of companies were running only through a manual process. Like they want to write in papers, files, they want to make us a document, records. So maintaining these documents, it's a big drawback, you can tell, or it's maintaining a document is very risk also, you can tell.
Yeah.
Oh, you can imagine, right, what are the drawbacks might be on maintaining the documents or files or records. Imagine there was no software at all, and each and every company runs through only a manual process. Manual process is nothing but they want to collect all the information manually, right? They want to write a documents or files or records, and they want to store it. Now I'm asking, what are the drawbacks or what are the risk factors they will face if they were maintaining the business or running the business through manual process? Then there is no security. There may be a theft may occur, or due to some rats or some insects may spoil our documents or files, right? Due to some natural calamities, we may lose our documents. See, in case if you're losing a single sheet of paper, it may consist of lots of customer information. If you lose a single sheet of paper, end of the day, you may lose our customer, but it will lead to our end of a business. End of the day, you may lose our business too, right? So we need safety, security, reliability, flexibility, and there are lots of advantages we need. So for the reason, after 1960s, most of the companies were trying to move into software. Companies who are aware of the software, they try to move and they move into software. Now take an example of the company Bosch. Since I told, Bosch is nothing but a complete manufacturing industry who can manufacture from small screws to big lathe machines, right? Now Bosch is interested to move into the software. There are lots of ways are available. So what you can do, you can look for some service providers, let's say IBM or TCS, CTS or Infosys, any service providers who can provide a software for a company Bosch. So now let's say he is choosing a company CTS. Okay, just for example, he is just looking for a company CTS, and he requested CTS to provide a software for company Bosch. See, generally if you take any company, let's say Bosch or Honda or TVS, if they need a software, based upon the requirement only we want to develop a software. So here comes a life cycle called software development life cycle. First you want to analyze the requirement of the Bosch for its business. Then you want to find a solution for its requirements. Then based upon the solutions, we want to find the software requirement. We want to analyze it, and you want to design a software. Then you want to develop a software. Then you want to test the software. Then only we can give to the customer to fulfill his business requirement. If you take any kind of software, without this SDLC, they cannot develop a software. It may be any kind of software. First, you want to analyze it. Let's say, see, I have a company CTS, and if Bosch is asking me to provide a software, first what I will do, I will send my BSS, business analyst, to the company to analyze their business, and they want to find what is their requirement, how our software is going to satisfy their business requirement, right? Once they found the requirement, they want to design it, and they want to decide which language, which platform you can use it. Once after designing it, they will develop a software and they will test it, then they will deploy it, and they will form maintenance team to support a software. This is the process of software development life cycle. Project planning, requirements gathering, designing, development, testing, implementation. So now, what are the drawbacks in this SDLC? Let's say I'm sending my BAs to a company Bosch. Is it possible to provide a software within a day? See, here I have nearly 6 phases, right? For each and every phase, let's say for understanding the business and to plan the project, it would take, consider it will take 2 months of time,
Okay.
right? Just for average calculation, I'm just taking 2 months to understand the business and to plan the project, right? And to gather the requirements, just imagine I'm taking 1 month to understand the business and to find the gatherings and gathering the requirements, sorry. And for designing, development, testing, implementation, altogether I'm making us 4 months,
Okay.
right? Now altogether 7 months I'm spending to develop a software. It's going to be an average calculation, not exact time calculation, right? Minimum we require 7 months. So now here, in case of any software, you need to spend minimum 7 months. Maximum it might be years also.
Yes.
But without 7 months, you cannot develop any software. And infrastructure, it's going to be on premises. If you want to develop any software, first of all, we need a premises where we need an infrastructure. We need lots of system in place, and with the server, right? And software should be installed in a system. Network connectivity should be there. Then only we can develop any software. And cost for developing software, imagine for each and every phase is spending some $100. Then for 7 phases, he is going to spend some $700 for manpower. As I said here, for each and every phase, just consider is going to spend $100 for manpower. And for really for 7 phases, he is going to spend nearly $700. Right? This $700 is only for developing a software. For developing a software, for the 7 phases, we are going to, sorry, 6 phases, we are going to spend $700. Now, Bosch need a software, CTS need to fix a price. So now I am again going to fix a price, like, see, you can imagine here. I developed a software. Now, let's say you are the Bosch company owner. If you want to use a software, first of all, you need to set up the infrastructure. Like you need lots of system in place, network connectivity, server connectivity should be there. So for that, at least you need to invest $5,000, right? And for developing a software, consider you will spend nearly $5,000 here.
Yes.
And here, if you need a software, I need to fix a price. Let's say I'm fixing $10,000 you need to pay, then only you can get a software.
Yes.
Right? And here this loss is going to be, let's say you are deciding today to move the software. Right? Let's say Bosch decided today to move the software, but they cannot move the very next day to software.
Yes.
They need to wait for nearly 7 months. Right? So waiting for 7 months, they need to maintain their documents in manual method. Imagine they're going to spend nearly $2,000 alone. Right? Now altogether, they need to wait for minimum 7 months and they need to spend $20,000.
Yes.
This is what our traditional software system. If any company requires, or let's say deciding to move to software, they need to wait for minimum 7 months and they need to spend $20,000. Right?
Alright.
You can tell it's going to be a big headache for any company. To avoid this, a person called Mr. Mark Benioff. So he's a Mr. Mark Benioff. What he said, you don't want to wait for 7 months and don't spend this many dollars. I provide the same software within 3 months and within this many dollars. Is it possible? He's one of the pilot batch of the company Oracle, right? And he worked more than 29 years for the company Oracle. And he came out with a brilliant idea, and what he said, you don't want to wait for 7 months and don't spend this many dollars. Right? Instead of that, what he's telling, he introducing a concept called SaaS. SaaS nothing but it's going to be a software as a service. The expansion of SaaS is software as a service. So here what he is telling, if you take any company, any manufacturing industry, let's say Bosch, Hyundai or TVS, Honda, any company, the main requirements of software for the company are sales, marketing and call center. Sales software is for sales purpose, marketing for marketing purpose and call center to support the customers. These 3 main softwares are required for any company to run the business.
Okay.
Right? So what he did, he just analyzed each and every company sales business and he made it ready-made software for sales, marketing and call center. So he made a ready-made software for sales, marketing and call center which may satisfy any sales requirement or any marketing requirement or any call center requirement.
Okay.
By using the cloud computing concept SaaS, software as a service. where it consists of any number of softwares. The SaaS is going to be a method or a concept you can tell. By using this concept, he is going to sell software as a service, right? It's like, see, let's say you require a sales software. Let's say your company Bosch requires sales software. I can provide a sales software very next day to you. Why? Because I already have a software called sales, which may satisfy any sales requirement. Let's say competitor of Bosch, you can tell us Timken. Timken requires sales software. I don't want to wait again for 7 months. I can provide parallel to Timken also. Because the sales software is going to satisfy any company sales requirement. Right? Let's say if Timken is telling me a software which you provided for me is not satisfying my business requirement, right? Then I'm going to customize the same existing sales software based upon the requirements of Timken. That too won't take much more time than a month.
Okay.
Right? So like this, introduce a concept called SaaS. We'll be calling as software as a service. And then he parallelly introduced infrastructure service and platform as a service. Infrastructure means, see, still now in our traditions of the system, each and every companies run only on premises. On premises, we'll be calling our on premises. First of all, we need a premises. We need lots of system in place with network connectivity, and the software should be installed on a system. Now, what he is telling is, if you have a laptop and with internet facility, it's enough. You can develop software from anywhere. It's called on demand or on cloud. By introducing infrastructure service, if any company requires a software, directly they can use a laptop and directly they can go for Wi-Fi or internet facility. They can build a software on a laptop or mobile devices or tabs, right? So no need of any infrastructure at all. No need of servers, no need of hardwares, everything. That is what a complete about IaaS. And parallelly provided platform also a service, so where he can develop any softwares by using the platform. So altogether, if you take cloud computing, means it consists of software service, infrastructure service, and platform as a service. That is what a cloud computing. See, initially it was like a vanilla solution, and Mr. Mark Benioff was thinking what name we can keep for the company. So at the year of 1999, he started with the SaaS and introduced a platform as a service in the year of 2004, and he registered a company as Salesforce.com. It's an enterprise cloud computing company headquartered in San Francisco. Right? And as I said, initially it was founded in the year of March 1999. He is a former Oracle executive, Mr. Mark Benioff, and with his friends he started this. And here you can see the New York Stock Exchange. And here, now we are going to discuss about the cloud features and benefits. And if you take about the virtualized and standardized infrastructure, here cloud computing provides simplified, more efficient IT and application management. And here about scalability, you can deliver more application to large number of users. See, a simple example is this Salesforce.com will be like similar to how you are going to access a Gmail. I'll simply explain you for understanding how this cloud computing is going to work. If you have a Gmail account,
Yes.
right? So consider it's going to work on a cloud computing concept. Are you going to install any software for Gmail in your system?
No.
Then how are you accessing a Gmail?
When it comes to Gmail, like it is storage data, right?
Yeah. So for accessing Gmail, you need an internet facility, right?
Yeah.
So that is my first point. You need an internet facility. Second thing is you'll be having your own credentials, Gmail account and password, user ID and password, right? And this is what a software as a service. Google provides you a software as a service, nothing but you can use a Gmail software for sending mail, receiving mail, or to check your mail, everything functionality, right? That is what a software as a service. And imagine where your mails are saved, whether you saved in a PC or a desktop or laptop, where your mails are saved. Got it? What I'm asking.
Yes.
See, you're receiving some mails where mails are saved, or in your personal PC or laptop, or in a Google server. It saves in a Google server. That's what they are providing an infrastructure. Right? Here I explained the three different concepts, right? SaaS, IaaS, and PaaS.
Yeah.
SaaS nothing but you're getting a software as a service. It's nothing but how much you're going to use it, you're going to pay for it,
Yes.
right? It's not much than that. Infra service, it's like node of any infrastructure. If you have internet facility, you can use from anywhere. See, let's say Gmail. Where now you can check Gmail. You can check Gmail anywhere in India,
Yes,
any
using
country you can check it.
internet, Wi-Fi, yeah.
Yeah, if you have internet connection, it's enough. But it's what it's not a system dependent. Like only this system you can access the Gmails. It's not like that. And platform as service, Google to have their own platform, but they're not giving a platform to us. If you want to customize your UI settings or any functionality by using the platform, you can develop your own application or software or new functionality in it. Got it. So now cloud services, we do have a storage services. We can do integration by using these cloud services, and we can develop any billing kind of software, and we do have lots of security in cloud services.
Yeah.
Right? And the current, Salesforce sharing customer relationship software market, you can see how it starts. It's like you can see the year wise. And you don't know the